So what we learn right now is like, okay, a row level security, which is like, just give me 1 minute. Let me open my Excel so that I can explain something. Yep. Okay. So row level security, RLS, we call it as. Okay. What is RLS, and then why we use that? So generally, while it comes to like security, if I have like, I'll just explain that with a small example. If I have sales manager for different countries, okay. If I have like sales manager for different countries and I have sales, but I do have a restriction that only a particular country sales manager need to see only for that particular country only. So in this scenario, we can't. I don't want to give an access to the whatever the sales manager, like some ABCD. His name is like his the sales amount is 1, 2, 3, 4. Then country is like US, and then like GH, and then like sales is like, okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then like he is from Canada. Suppose that. So I don't want to give access to this EFGH, who is okay, Canada's sales manager. I don't want to give the access to him for the US sales. But when I when I used to calculate, obviously he will, if I give the filters from here, obviously you can have access to this, and then you can convert that. And again, like if I have written hard coded that thing, then obviously I can't show for both of them. So there are some restrictions over here using this one and this one, but I don't want to do that kind of thing. So only thing is, if the particular candidate or a particular sales manager is some XYZ or ABCD, whatever it might be, according to him, I want to restrict the data and I want to show only that particular data. So in that case, okay, this comes the row level security. Just remember, row level security does not implement over here in the visual, not even in the data also. It will be implemented before the schema. Before the schema means before the data comes over here into this, okay, into data view only, into like Power BI model, okay, and then into this reports visualization. Before all these things, only like that data will be filtered, and then that will comes. That is more advanced thing, and then like no one can do once it is like filtered and then given access for that particular role only, and he can't do anything. That is the most act.
We can't undo that particular thing.
Not undo kind of thing. Thing is main important kind of thing that you need to understand is like it will be like filtered before only. Once we go into that role, he can't even do something, and then he can't get the other data. That is what we can like achieve. That it's not like undo kind of thing. It is like once we publish this, and after that we once he come to this Power BI report, and then once he logged into that particular his role, then obviously while he logins with his email or something else, then obviously Power BI automatically detects him, and then it will shows only particular data, not all the data. For example, for the ABCD guy, his email ID is at the rate of some Microsoft.net or something else. Okay, so once you log into this report, and then while he tries to just view this report by logging his email or whatever it may be, so obviously Power BI detects his email, and then afterwards it will shows only the US data only. So that is what exactly this. And then once again, I'm repeating that. Okay, Power BI filters the rows. Okay, before the schema. Okay, even we get the data only for those rows when that role is selected. Okay, let me show that in the example so that we can have more detailed view. Okay, for that, what I'll do, I'll just simply get the sales over here. For that, okay, just let me take this. Okay, so I'll take a couple of visuals and then I'll show you. Okay, this is the category, and then sales. Okay, so category wise sales, and then I do have something else like year wise sales. Maybe I do have something else like what I need to say. Yeah, okay, something like here. Okay, and then like, this will be like year sales, and then the sum of sales. Okay, so I don't want to make it too complex. I don't want to make it like year sales. So everything need to be like uh, data labeled. Okay, so can you people see this? Can you see this? These numbers are whatever it may be. Can you see this? These numbers?
Yeah.
Okay, if not, let me know so that I can increase the size of that.
Yeah. I have like full screen. It is visible.
So I hope you can see right now. So this is what
Yeah.
I'm just expecting to show you. Okay, so this is my card, and then I will take a card also so that you can understand what exactly the number is. Okay, and then let me minimize that. Okay. Okay, so yes. So it's like 2.30 millions, and then yeah, this is what my report is. Coming to here, I'll show you one thing like okay, yeah, I'll create some roles and then you can see that. Okay, my thing is like I do have manage roles and then I do have some create roles and then like okay, sales manager for yes. Sales manager for okay, I do have a couple of regions over here. So rather than this thing, I just want to give rather than this one, I want to give it region so that you can okay, so I do have east, west, and central, south regions. So this is sales for all these regions, and then this is also sales for total regions. So what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and the modeling. You need to go into like manage roles to create roles. There are two kinds of roles that will do that role of security. One is static, which is just simply based upon that, and then second one is dynamic kind of thing, which where we will give dynamic DAX for that. Okay, so what we'll do is first of all let's create some roles for that, and then like sales. Okay, manager. Okay, I'm sorry. Sales manager. For let's make it like south. Or else let's make it for east. So what I'll do is I'll just make it a small filter apply that. Okay, add filter and then like what is the region? Is the region yeah, region. I just want to make it like east. Okay, approve that code. Everything is perfect and do okay. Okay, so it will get saved, and then coming to here, view as, and then if you want to check how it looks like, if it is like sales manager for east. Okay, to check that, okay, how the role look like, so you can check it out from here. So you can select the view as role. So
Yeah.
okay.
Yes. No,
If you see that, you can see for only East region, all the sales will be reverted and then everything will be changed. Earlier it was like 2 point some millions and obviously it was, and then earlier it was, we used to see all the regions, but right now you're able to see only East region. So in this way you create some roles and then afterwards if you want to see some other role, like, okay, so I'll just make that sales manager. Okay, for west and center. We got this kind of scenario. So obviously nothing issues. Then we'll go for this one, sales region, and again we'll go for sales region only. I'll just add 2 times sales region. Okay. So in the first time, I'll just make it like what is that, west? Yep, and then like for this, I'll make it like central. Yeah, and then like approve that one. And save. So stop doing that, and then again you'll get to the older version, like normal version. Coming to like view as, you can check with the sales manager west and central. Yeah, I gave and I hope so, right? If I give and, okay, obviously I don't get the answer. Okay, because there is no such kind of both the scenarios will be true. That kind of scenario we don't have. So what we'll do is like we need to make it as R, then only we'll get the answer. Okay, so because both west and central can't be at one time. Okay, we can't see that those kind of scenarios. If it is some sales will be only for west and some sales will be like only for central. It's not like both the sales would be in both central and west at a time. I means like, okay, some 2,000 rupees of sales has been done in west, but the same sales can't be in central. There will be some other sales in the central. I hope you understood. Okay, so write R, and then once you give that R, then obviously we get the answer. With this one or that one means obviously we'll get that one.
Okay.
So this is how we do that. If we want to make it like more than one, that we can do in this manner.
So, like in our project where we can add the role of security, like we have like that customer relationship now. So they are like
nothing like that over here. Only thing is that you need to understand is once everything is done, once the total project is done, then obviously we'll go over here and then it's not like in modeling. Okay, once everything is done, then what you can do is simply after completion of the project and every visual is perfectly designed, then you can if someone asks that they want to restrict the data for some particular people according to some rules or whatever it might be, then obviously at the end, before just publishing the report, you just give all these things. Okay. So once you give this model roles, I have been given 2 roles, and then afterwards what I'll do, I'll just file and save it. You can save it as okay. Yeah.
It's quite like simple thing. We can just only for like restricting the particular.
Yep.
Not a big thing. Okay.
Let me save my table again. Let me save it. Let me save it as maybe RLS 3 I do have, so I'll make it as RLS 4 and then save it. So it was saved with this thing. So once Once it is save, I'll go to like home and then I'll publish the report. So into my workspaces, okay, I do have my workspace and then I'll publish it, or sorry, I can publish it to workspaces. Workspace is nothing but just like a folder where we want to keep our report into that Power BI services. I want to keep it into new report and then select. Once it is like yep, when it is published and then like you can click this one and then it will be like shown over here. Yep, and then like got it. You can see the report, okay, Power BI report over here. And then afterwards, okay, you can click on that particular whatever you've been given the workspace. Okay. And once you click that, you will have this low level security 3 or 4, okay, which we have been given that. This is the report and this is the data set of that particular report.
Okay.
Okay, so once you need to come to the data set and then click on more option, 3 dots, which is more option. Just click that and then go to securities. So there you can see the roles which we have been created.
Yeah.
Okay, and then like for each and every role, you can assign some email IDs. Whatever like email ID that you can give them, and then they'll check it out. Like once you add that, get that one, and then you save that. So the user who enrolls, like who logins with this email ID, obviously you can see the only manager like west and central data. This is how you do that. If there is more than one, obviously you just enter and add them, keep on adding them. Okay. So here like, we are the people who are like want to see only the east. So for that, those emails I'll keep them. So here that thing will be like all the email IDs who want to like see the east data, then I'll give that data over here. I'll give the email or those emails and I'll add. So for those people who logins with that email address can see only for that particular role data only. If you want to check it over here, what you're able to see that just test role, and then you will see the data according to that only. Right now you're seeing the data as sales manager of East. We have the only East data and all the data will be like filtered for East. This is like okay, static level of row level security. And the second thing that we have, like, second thing that we do have is like okay, just like let me show you the table. Okay, that how it looks like, and then like just give me 1 minute. I do have a table like this. So what if just to give me one example, like what if I have like 3 to 4 sales managers, that's fine. Then I'm happy to do that. What if I have like a lot of people, lot of sales managers, and I don't want to give it a lot of countries or whatever it might be. At the same time, what if like okay, I keep on increasing the people. Like if I create it static, every time if they want to create a new user role, then obviously they need to come to me like Power BI developer, and then I just do all these things and then I publish it again, and then there I'll add all these things. Then only you can able to see like you can give user roles for that particular sales manager or email ID. So obviously to like okay, achieve that kind of situation, what we do have is dynamic like kind of thing. Here what we do is like okay, we have email IDs, and then we do have like okay the regions which we want to filter accordingly. So we do have another function that is used in dynamic row level security. If using that, we can retrieve this data, and then the region which is allotted to him, only that data will be shown out there. For that, we need to write a small logic that I'll let you know how to write that. Okay. Second thing is like here, if they want to add some other sales manager, they can simply add the sales manager, and then they simply after that like refreshing the data, obviously these data will be also the next new content things also will come, and then those people's email IDs also will come into like the picture, and then those roles only will be shown to that particular email ID. This is what like this kind of dynamic row level security will works out. So let me like tell you how it looks like. So before that, I want to tell you like I want to create a measure. It's just like I want to create a measure right now. We do have a user principal name function. And no need to give any like input for that. And then I'll just show you how it looks like and then what it gives. A card. And you get, and then like where is my user? If you give the user principal name, okay, that is like shows the data in such a way that when it is in Power BI services, it will shows the system name. And then when it is published, obviously it will shows the user email ID. That is the function of this. When it is in Power BI desktop, it shows the Power BI desktop name. Here, this is my Power BI desktop name. When I publish this, obviously the email ID which logged in the Power BI services, that email will be shown over there. Okay, that is the logic of that. And then before, okay, save. Okay, and then like, okay, I'll create a new role according to Lee. So before that, I just need to get some table, which have been shown to you, the Excel table, from where we need to get the email IDs, and then from there we need to get the particular, whatever are the regions that related to that particular person. They give us in a table, and then we get that. Whenever they want, they just update the tables. Okay. And then that will be updated over here. That's it. So first of all, we'll get the table in which we have the email IDs and the roles, and which role need to be like scrutiny darts filtered. So I do have the table. I do have the table. You can see the email IDs and the regions. Then column 1 and column 2. What I'll do is I'll just rename the column. I'll make it like this managers. Like I'll make it this one. Region. That's it. And then like I've been renamed those column names so that we can understand which one is which one. And then again, I'll just go ahead and create a measure. It's not like actually measure. Okay, I'll try to write a measure because okay, writing the code in manage roles is a bit difficult. We'll have like errors over there. So obviously we'll write it over here, then we'll copy and paste it over there. Okay. Enter and then variable. I'll create a variable which is like region, region. Okay, variable name is region equal to select columns. And in that, okay, what as a table, what I'll give is like okay, I'll give a filter. And then in that okay table, I'll take the securities table. Okay. And then what I'll do is like okay, securities. The filter expression. What I want to filter is like okay, the sales manager. The securities sales manager equal to user principal name. Obviously. So that is my logic. And then first thing is like that is the table also. Okay, for this one. And then again this thing, comma and then quotations, and then what I want to write is like column name region. Okay, and then afterwards what we need to take the region. Securities region. This is what my code is. After that, I just need to come out here and then I just need to write the return URN, and then what is my table orders. Here you don't get things like it will shows the error, but no need to worry. Orders region, REGION, orders region in Use Control C. I don't want to create anything over here. Maybe I'll go over here and then modeling. Syntax error. No need to worry. Go for modeling and then manage roles, and then I'll create a new thing. And then here in the others table, okay, what I'll do is paste it. Then I'll check with the errors. We don't have any errors. Then I might save that. Okay. Again, save that, and then I'll just go ahead and view as dynamic role securities. Then I didn't give anything for the dynamic role security. I didn't give anything like okay, east, west, or something else. Okay, so only thing is I told it to check with the table, and then whatever the uh, role has been given to that. Okay, that data you take it from the table and then you show. So here I'm able to see only south. Why? Because okay, you can see in my row level security, this is my system name. So I didn't even publish to Power BI services. If you don't publish to Power BI services, obviously user principal name gets the system name only. So here it doesn't checks with the email ID. It checks with the system name because it was not yet published till now. It was not yet even saved. Okay, I just need to save it and I just need to republish that one. Because in Power BI desktop, obviously the older version is there because we didn't publish the latest version. So until we publish that, okay, in the Power BI desktop, obviously we can see only the system name, but not the email address that I told you. So here it checks the system name, and then here my system name refers to South region. Obviously, I get the data for the South region. So this is what exactly how it works. And then right now I'll just save this file and then stop reading. Okay, and then I just want to publish this one. Publish, save, and then for the new. So again, it will ask to replace that one. No issues, replace. Then check with this username, principal name. It will convert into like email address. So according to the email address, then it will check, and then for that data, it will give you for the row level security. So it is pretty good thing.
Yeah, got it.
So right now you can see I got my email address. Earlier it was in Power BI services. It was like my system name, the LAPI name. And when I made it like Power BI services, obviously I got it in like whatever things. So obviously this is how it works. And then again I'll go to securities and then I'll see how we can like securities. And then we'll have like dynamic row level security, everything. Then even for dynamic row level security, you don't need to give any email address or something else because obviously it will take their email address and then check it out. So I'll just want to test it. Okay, so
One thing like I want to ask, like suppose in a project, for example, take finance or like banking domain, okay, and it is like lot of security kind of data. So it might take a very long time to give this role of security.
yep. It's not like long things. Okay, only thing is like once we make the dynamic kind of thing, and then okay.
Suppose we have like lot of rows and lot of this particular
Not exactly like okay, it will scrutinize everything before the modeling, so we don't have like issues. Then obviously it will have this is not going to be a big issue, even though the data is more. Only the if it is data is more, then obviously the visuals will take some time to refresh. That is the only scenario. It's not like the low level security gets a problem or something else.
Okay.
Because all the data, all the modifications will be done before the modeling one. Okay. Yeah. So here I gave PMKP1, but I don't have that role level security till now. I just updated that in this one with the West one. So once the Power BI desktop is updated, and then publish again, and then continue, and then select. Once it gets updated, then obviously we'll get that one replaced.
So I think.
Yep, and then now we can check it out here. Yeah. So I got my email address. I'll go ahead and then check with my data and then securities and then click now test row. So I got only West data because I do have PMKP1 at something PMKP1. So I do have West region. So that's it. So if they want to give more than like one region, then obviously they can re-enter the data just like PMKP test, PMKP test. Here I gave it as East, and then here I gave it as Central. So obviously, how many regions that you will give? Okay, that all the regions will be accepted for that particular uh, thing. Even if you want to like filter with two columns, then we write the same kind of things for that also. Okay, so this is what dynamic row level security is. Just not giving hard coding the values, giving the user or giving our client give some access to create their own new and update those roles so that it's not need to come back to our Power BI developers to require regarding that. Okay, so that is an advanced option role level security.
Yes. Yeah. One thing like you have only said like project day one, day two, and day three. Up to you have said like measures and tables. After I think you haven't seen any data sorry project related thing. Once I check column. Hello. I checked this. Then a project folder. Do you remember that customer relationship management? So I was going through that project, na. So this is only what calculated column data modeling, and this one measures and tables only. So like I think is it PDF for that role security and Power BI service for that project?
Yep. That's what I told you. Like once you're done with the measures, and then once you've done all the things, like once you've done everything like measures and visualization, once you're done with, then obviously you'll go with the row level security. Once you give the row level security, obviously you'll go with like publishing that, and then if you have anything like to do in Power BI services, that you will do. Like this is the real time scenario. This is where it will happen. There is no some other things come into middle. Once you get the data, you create, okay, you clean and shape the data, and after that, if there is any cleaning and shaping that's necessary, then you can do that. Or else you completely get the data into modeling, and then you give some relationships. Once you give the relationships, obviously, like you go to create measures, and after that you create some visuals. Once you've done the visuals, if everything is fine, and then if you are good to go to publish, then obviously if there is any row level security, you'll give the row level security, whether it may be static or dynamic. As per the requirement, you will go and give that row level security. Once the row level security is given, then obviously to assign the email IDs, if it is static, then obviously you need to go into like Power BI services into securities, and then you need to give those email IDs. If it is dynamic, then you no need to do that. Power BI will take care about all those things. That is up to Power BI row level security. And right now we'll go into like Power BI services. Okay. Just give me 1 minute. Let me give a break, okay, just for 2 minutes, and then I'll just come back in this. Okay, just don't go that. Okay, I'll be
Okay.
back on the same link only. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.